Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be working on another Marantz 1820. I worked on one recently. This isn't the same one. It's still somewhat dirty here. But what I want to talk about is if you ever get one or somebody has one for sale and they say, like, for example, the door here, it doesn't go open all the way or it sticks. I can tell you what that problem is. And if we go over here, what it is, if you see here these two gear wheels here, what happens is this small one down there, I don't know if I probably can't focus on that right. I don't think I can get in that close with my camera. What happens is this small gear wheel here, this develops a crack, and then it'll hang up right where that crack is at. It's got this going kind of rough in it, and I can't show this down here, but right there, it's hanging up right there where that crack is, and that is basically that is the problem. So what you have to do is, this really can't be glued or anything. You have to either get another unit or go ahead and make yourself a mold like I did. I made a little mold and I cast my own basically little gear wheel. Now I'm not going to show how to do this since there's plenty of these on plenty of videos about this kind of stuff on I think on YouTube, but I will go ahead and show you how the completed gear wheel looks. So what we have to do then is, like here, remove this off of this little cord here, this little string. We have to remove the tension off of that. This has got to get out of the way, and of course we have to remember which way it goes, so it's best to either to make a diagram or take a picture. This goes over the top like that, and I can see here that there's this is wrapped around here 3 times exactly. So I take this off. That exposes this clip here. That's got to be out of the way because if not, you might end up busting the string. Then you're gonna have another headache on your hands. You need to get like a little tiny screwdriver in there or something else sharp, and then take that off, and then be prepared for it to fly off, because it most likely it will disappear. So once we get that C-clip off here, then we can take this off, and right there you can see there, I can't focus on this with my camera, but right there, right here at the end of this, you can see, I don't know if you can see it right there, this screwdriver fits right in that, basically fits right in that gap. In fact, yeah, I can just pull this thing off. And like I said just a minute ago, most likely the C-clip will disappear. It actually did, so now I gotta go ahead and go look for it. The good news is it's in the machine somewhere. And there's a little clip which I found by simply turning the machine upside down. So once you get your homemade gear wheel done, or your used one out of another donor unit, assuming that's good too, you just press that on, and then we'll put it back together now. So in order to put this thing back together, we take our completed little flywheel here and gear, put this on here, and we carefully take this string. I had noted, of course, earlier which way it went. Make sure we don't get it crisscrossed here. Going over 3 times here, and then what I'm going to do is carefully push this all over, and now I can go ahead and try it out. So now earlier the door wouldn't open up all the way, and now You can see here. Now I can go ahead and put the clip back on if I want to. I can oil the bearing right there, but then you have to be really careful not to get any on that string, because that would make all your work for nothing. Here. So let me go ahead and put the C-clip on. So I've got the C-clip on there, and I'm holding the flywheel with my hand. Alternately, I could tape it to have both hands free, and I can move the course by turning this. I've got the C-clip on there. I can get this in the best position, and then I'm just going to try to snap this thing on. Like that, and it's on. So now we got the C-clip on. Of course, we got to make sure we don't have greasy hands, no oil and stuff like that. I just did. I put a tiny, use a toothpick and put a tiny dab of oil on the bearing there, and then I wiped this off afterward to make sure I don't got anything anywhere. You want to have clean hands when you put this on, and then like that. And I'm going to move everything over again. Make sure I don't tear up the string, of course, and I don't scratch anything. So now we will try again. So I'm going to go ahead. It works fine. I'm not sure how fast it went in its original straight, but you can see that it works so well enough. And right here on the side is a spring, so you can basically adjust the force. Now this is hot glued in there. That glue can be removed, or you can just use a screwdriver and pop this out. And there's a total of three holes right here, which you can use.